Welcome to yet another Hump Day episode of Lambda Newsblog. I'm Christopher Warner. News from Anchorage, Alaska is that the city's assembly may consider a gay rights ordinance. A proposed ordinance to ban discrimination against gays and lesbians in hiring, housing and education will be considered by the Anchorage Assembly next month. It would also ban discrimination against military veterans. The ordinance brings to the forefront a gay rights issue that has bitterly divided Anchorage in the past, and at least one local religious leader said Tuesday he plans to battle it again. Assemblyman Patrick Flynn, a supporter of the ordinance, said it's time Anchorage stands up for all its residents. People are simply people, he said. It is wrong to discriminate against them, just because the person they happen to love and make a family with is the same gender. A public hearing on the measure is set for June 9. Acting Mayor Matt Klahman, who could veto the decision if it passes the assembly, said he supports the measure. In an ideal world, the code would just say, "Thou shalt not discriminate for any reason," Klahman said. Gay activists in Fort Lauderdale ask President Barack Obama to do more. The National Democratic Party chairman asked gay activists gathered in Fort Lauderdale on Friday to keep working for President Barack Obama. But the crowd wanted something in return. When is the president going to do away with "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" military ban on gay soldiers? Asked one lesbian during the event at the Gay and Lesbian Community Center. Get President Obama to change his opinion on gay marriage, demanded a gay man, seated alongside his partner of 20 years and an HIV-positive man, asked the featured speaker. Democratic National Committee Chairman Tim Kaine, to tell Obama that his health insurance won't pay for all of his medications. Gay voters overwhelmingly chose Obama nationwide in November, but constituted 4% of the electorate, according to CNN exit polls. But gay issues are increasingly in the spotlight nationwide, and in South Florida, home to one of the most politically vocal gay communities in the country. Maine's governor signed legislation earlier this month allowing gay marriage. Political observers are talking about two open lesbian candidates for the Supreme Court, and hate crimes legislation recently passed the U.S. House. While many gay activists say Obama scores higher than past presidents and praise the hiring of at least 30 gay individuals to his administration, some temper the optimism. "I think people are hopeful and impatient for justice and equality," said Nadine Smith, executive director of Equality Florida. "Everyone is aware of the challenges the president is facing, and at the same time the promises made to address inequality are overdue." The Washington, D.C. police force is heading to court yet again. The parents of a gay man who was shot to death in his home last November by D.C. police officers, who claim he lunged at them with a knife, will file a wrongful death lawsuit against the city in connection with their son's death, the parents' attorney said Tuesday. Police released a statement in November saying a police officer fatally shot David Carstetter, 38, inside the bedroom of his Logan Circle townhouse at the upscale Iowa condominium apartment and townhouse complex after Carstetter threatened the officer and another officer accompanying him with a knife. Last week, the United States Attorney's Office concluded there was no evidence that the officer violated the law when he used deadly force in this case. Spokesperson Channing Phillips told The Blade, "We therefore declined to bring charges after determining that it was a justifiable shooting, and have since sent the matter back to MPD for whatever action it deems appropriate," Phillips said. Police records show that the officers arrived on the scene November 6, 2008, after Susan Carstetter, Carstetter's mother, called a neighbor to inquire about her son, who was suffering from depression and bipolar disorder, and had not responded to her repeated telephone calls. Records show a maintenance worker at the condominium called police when he and the neighbor arrived at Carstetter's townhouse and discovered the front door was ajar, with the lock broken. Susan Carstetter later told police her son informed her the night before the shooting that he locked himself out of his house and forced open the door to get inside. There were not any further comments on this case, but the family's attorney claims that the family will get their day of justice. I'm Christopher Warner. Thank you for watching. Peace be with you.